already late to this party, I know that. If you go to any Overwatch related message board right now, you will see hordes of players arguing over the Genji nerfs. It's the hottest topic on the block right now, and for good reason. Genji is an incredibly polarizing character. You either play him or you hate him, and I understand why. He's incredibly hard to catch, does considerable damage at his optimal range, has a stacked deck of escape options, and one of the best ultimates in the game, easily capable of team wipes when timed well against an unsuspecting group. But people that play Genji also understand a few things. He's not easy to play. He requires more accuracy than most characters, requires a lot of situational awareness and extensive map knowledge to stay alive, has to take big risks for big damage, and you need a good grasp over animation canceling, and if you aren't on your A game, you quickly start feeling like a wasted slot, because Genji is widely known to have a high skill ceiling. Genji takes a lot of effort and gets a lot of mileage out of that effort. Am I a great Genji? No, not even close. I'm a fairly average Genji and nothing to write home about. I'm not trash either. I ranked up in 62 this competitive season, so that has to count for something. Genji isn't really my main though. He's only number 8 on my competitive usage and number 2 on my quick play usage, which is pretty much just practice. I want to make that clear though, because I feel like I represent a lot of us. I'm not amazing, I'm not crap, I'm just your average, well-informed player, and this nerf affects us more than anybody. I discuss Overwatch on message boards daily, I play competitive at least 5 days a week, I watch tons of community videos from large and small content creators, and I watch and read Blizzard updates the hour they go live. I love this game, I love playing it, and I love Genji. I think he's the most fun character to play by a long shot, and I'm sure plenty of you agree. He just has that flexibility and unique playstyle you can't get from any other character. He is the perfect example of a glass cannon. Did Genji need a nerf? Yes, he did. I can admit that. He was a bit too good in the hands of the right players. Genji should not be able to solo carry in the 60 and 70 brackets, but I want you to honestly think about the nerfs Genji received and how it affects his playstyle. Not being able to destroy traps with Swift Strike anymore? Okay, that's completely reasonable. Genji had no business plowing through traps. Ultimate timer reduced from 8 seconds to 6 seconds. That's another nerf I'm completely okay with. As it stands, Genji's ultimate is capable of a team wipe and can outlast Zenyatta's Transcendence. It charged quickly too, sometimes every minute if you were having a good match, so fine, let's tone it down a bit and open up some counterplay options. The other two nerfs start getting hairy though. Double jump no longer resets after wall run, essentially removing Genji's faux triple jump. I'm torn on this one to be honest. On one hand, I can understand how Blizzard wants to remove one of the cards from Genji's stacked deck of escape options. It didn't even seem completely intended, I get it. However, Genji is clearly a character built around strong escape options. I mean, look at the guy, he's so ninja. When Swift Strike and Deflect are on cooldown, one must rely on double jump and wall run for escapes. These are still effective methods, but still leaves you completely open to all sorts of punishment. McCree shots, Winston jumps and Tesla cannon, Soldier can track you in the air reasonably well and rocket your wall of choice, Diva can pursue you with little to no fear, Zen can discord and snipe you, counters aren't abundant, but they exist, and among common characters too. Still, this is a nerf I could have lived with. Genji has plenty of escape options and deserves to die for his mistakes like anybody else. Limiting his escapes makes sense when he has so much DPS. Wait a second, what's that? Swift Strike no longer interrupts quick melee attacks. Okay, that is where I draw the line. No. Animation canceling is the core of Genji's damage. It's his main combo. That was his game plan. It's what made him so interesting and fun. Genji is about annoying people at a distance to build meter while closing the gap from hard to reach locations, and swooping in for high burst damage, then either escaping to safety or taking the risk of going for another combo. That's what made him a ninja, a literal assassin character. That's what made him fun. Look, I know what you're going to say. But it's a glitch. My answer is, so? I want to make something clear. Glitches in multiplayer games are not inherently bad. Do you have any idea how many competitive games were improved by glitches? In fact, they're often left in on purpose to help improve the game. You want examples? I got examples. Combos in fighting games, Street Fighter 2 glitch. We literally wouldn't even have this genre without that glitch. Wave dashing, Super Smash Bros. Melee. Melee went from a relatively hectic party game to one of the longest running competitive games of all time, thanks to all the options and depth this glitch and a few others created. And it's not just fighting games either. BXR, Halo 2, allowed the player to cancel the tail end of his melee with a reload, then cancel that by firing his weapon, resulting in a one-hit kill. This glitch worked wonders for speeding the game up, increasing risk and elevating it to be the best competitive Halo. Hell, even strafe jumping, aka bunny hopping, was a glitch. On the Quake 1 engine, the ability to increase momentum with air strafing was not intended, but only served to improve the game, so it was left untouched. This is so common in shooters now, and it's great. My point is, a glitch merely being a glitch is not reason enough to remove it. There's plenty of historical precedent for glitches improving entire genres of games. Glitches need to have a negative effect on the game to be worth removing. If a glitch improves a game, the developer is doing the game a disservice to the community by removing it. Original intentions be damned. I feel it's completely reasonable to say that this glitch improved the game and improved the way Genji played. It opened up more options and more play styles and raised the skill ceiling for Genji. It brought more depth to the game, which is never, ever a bad thing. Glitch politics aside, this was one of the main sources of Genji's burst DPS. This combo did 164 damage in the blink of an eye, capable of one-hit killing Tracer and putting standard 200 HP heroes on notice. This combo is potent, but requires point-blank range, which is a huge risk without the element of surprise. And shouldn't the element of surprise be a huge reward when you're literally playing the ninja class? Without this combo, Genji's DPS is nothing to write home about for an offense hero. His damage isn't terrible, but without this combo, it's outperformed by every other offense hero and even a few non-offense heroes. I wouldn't mind Genji being the lowest damage offense hero if he kept his escape options. I wouldn't mind Genji losing escape options if he kept his damage. But why take away both? Now we have a ninja that can't jump like a ninja and can't kill like an assassin. So what's the point? What is the point of this character anymore? He was nerfed across the board, too much all at once, and it doesn't really leave him any room in the competitive metagame except just to be an annoying jackass, which Tracer can do just fine with much higher DPS. I'm fine with the ultimate nerf. He needed that. I'm happy about the lost ability to slash traps. That will open up counterplay. However, nerfing damage and escape options at the same time, the only two things this character really does, not only hurts Genji's place in the metagame, it changes his entire playstyle. He just won't play the same anymore. He's not the same character, and that is a damn shame. Why not nerf his broken deflect hitbox, or the range on his sword during his ultimate? Or even better, rather than nerf Genji so drastically, why not bring buffs to heroes that counter Genji? Half the cast is barely played in a competitive environment. If you give them more power, then Genji's dominance will naturally fade. Let us not forget, half the reason Genji was in such a good place was his great synergy with Zenyatta and the Discord Orb, which allowed Genji's combo to be one-hit kill deadly. The Discord Orb just got nerfed though, and rightfully so. So why not see how Genji plays out in this environment first, without the broken legs? I know many of you will all write me off as a butthurt weeaboo Genji main, but please consider my reasoning here, because it's your main they're gonna come for next. Do you want to play a game full of strong heroes, or one where strong heroes are systematically nerfed? Excellence should not be punished. It should be challenged.